The biggest shock in the premiere of Stuart Fails to Save the Universe wasn't the post-apocalyptic Pasadena or the malfunctioning quantum machine. It was the heartbreaking return of Raj Kuthrapalli, only for him to be killed minutes after fans saw him again. For longtime The Big Bang Theory viewers, Raj's death felt especially cruel. After spending 12 seasons searching for love, this alternate version of Raj had finally achieved the happy ending he never got in the original series, only to lose everything before ultimately sacrificing his life. But according to the show's creators, there was a very specific reason why Raj became the first original cast member to return, and an equally important reason why he had to die. About 12 minutes into the premiere, Stuart, Bert, and Denise finally reach Caltech in search of the quantum interference machine that destroyed reality. Instead of finding Sheldon, Leonard, or Howard, they discover Raj, who has been imprisoned for years by the ruthless dictator Barry Kripke. Raj immediately understands something nobody else fully grasps. The universe they're living in is the wrong one. The quantum machine fractured reality into countless alternate timelines, and unless someone repairs it correctly, every universe remains unstable. More importantly, Raj already knows the mathematics needed to restore reality. For one brief moment, it seems like the mission is finally going to succeed. Then Barry Kripke shoots him. Raj dies before he can finish repairing the machine, leaving Stuart to attempt the impossible himself. Fans naturally wondered why the writers brought back Raj first, only to kill him almost immediately. Series co-creator Bill Prady explained that the decision wasn't meant to rewrite Raj's ending or shock viewers. Instead, it came down to storytelling. The episode required someone intelligent enough to understand the impossible mathematics behind the quantum machine. But that character also needed to die before solving the problem. Raj was simply the perfect fit. As Prady explained, the writers started with the story requirement. They needed somebody who had the answer, and then he gets killed before he can use it. Working backward from that premise made Raj the obvious choice. His background in astrophysics made him believable as the one scientist capable of understanding the calculations required to repair reality. Ironically, Raj's brilliance becomes the reason he never gets the chance to save everyone. One of the premiere's funniest and saddest reveals concerns Raj's love life. In the original sitcom, Raj was famously the only member of the friend group who never settled down. This alternate version finally achieved his dream. He got married. He even rode an elephant to his wedding. Unfortunately, happiness didn't last long. His wife was eaten by a giant moth shortly afterward. It's exactly the kind of absurd dark comedy that defines the new series. Co-creator Chuck Lorre joked about Raj's bizarre life by paraphrasing the character's own situation. "I rode an elephant to my wedding, and now I sh*t in a bucket." Zach Penn looked at the brighter side. Raj did get everything he'd always wanted. It simply didn't last very long. As Penn joked, "Better to have loved and lost." It's tragic, ridiculous, and strangely fitting for the bizarre multiverse this show inhabits. Interestingly, Barry Kripke actor John Ross Bowie admitted he initially struggled with filming Raj's death. After all, shooting Kunal Nair wasn't exactly easy emotionally. Eventually, though, episode 2 helped him make peace with the decision. Bowie explained there are two possible interpretations. The first possibility is that Stuart's actions erase the destroyed universe entirely. If that happens, Raj technically never died because that timeline no longer exists. The second possibility is even more fascinating. Since the quantum machine created an infinite multiverse, Barry only killed one version of Raj among countless others. That means somewhere else in the multiverse, countless alternate Rajas could still be alive. In other words, Raj's story may not actually be over. Fortunately, Raj's death doesn't go unanswered. Brian Posehn revealed that Bert eventually gets revenge against Barry Kripke for murdering his friend. Posehn jokingly promised viewers that anyone upset by Raj's death will get some satisfaction watching Bert completely overpower Kripke. It's another reminder that beneath all the comedy, the series still gives emotional weight to its biggest character moments. For Kevin Sussman, Raj's return carried personal significance. Stuart and Raj shared countless memorable scenes throughout The Big Bang Theory, especially during the years when both characters struggled with loneliness. Sussman described reuniting with Kunal Nair as one of the highlights of making the series. He called Nair a ball of joy, and said watching him perform this darker, alternate version of Raj immediately reminded him why audiences loved the character in the first place. Even though Raj's appearance is brief, it reconnects the spin-off to the emotional heart of the original sitcom. After Raj dies, Stuart and Denise desperately try to repair the quantum machine. Unfortunately, Denise accidentally skips one step in the repair instructions. Instead of restoring reality, the machine transports Stuart, Bert, and Barry into another universe. At first glance, this new world appears perfect. The apocalypse is gone. Cities are rebuilt. People smile. Everything looks peaceful. Then comes the disturbing reveal. Every single person has a glowing green implant embedded in the back of their neck. Nobody questions it. Nobody even notices it. That tiny visual clue completely changes the tone of the ending. The trio escaped one nightmare only to land inside another. Rather than surviving in chaos, they're now living in what appears to be a perfectly controlled society. Whether those implants represent mind control, surveillance, or something even stranger remains one of the show's biggest mysteries heading into episode 2. One of Episode 1's most unexpected Easter eggs doesn't actually reference the Big Bang Theory. Instead, it connects the show to Georgie and Mandy's first marriage. During the opening scene outside Stuart's comic book store, viewers can spot an inflatable balloon man somehow surviving the apocalypse. This wasn't originally planned. Chuck Lorre explained that the production had recently used the exact same inflatable balloon man while filming Georgie and Mandy's first marriage season 2. Rather than building another prop, the crew simply reused it. It's a small behind-the-scenes detail, but it quietly links both series together within the growing Big Bang Theory television universe. Episode 1 proves that Stuart Fails to save the universe isn't relying on nostalgia alone. Instead, it uses familiar characters in completely unexpected ways while expanding the Big Bang Theory universe into ambitious sci-fi territory. Raj's heartbreaking return serves an important narrative purpose, establishing just how dangerous the fractured multiverse has become. At the same time, the mysterious green implants, the malfunctioning quantum machine, and the promise of countless alternate realities ensure that virtually any beloved character could return in a surprising new form. If this premiere is any indication, fans should expect more shocking cameos, darker alternate versions of familiar faces, and plenty of hidden Easter eggs as Stuart's impossible mission to repair the multiverse continues.